Hello everyone, this is Sanjeev Sharma and welcome to Ritual Classes. We have already made two videos on this story, The Red Trap Seller. Today I am here with the third part of the story. The previous story we discussed about the Red Trap Seller, his physical appearance, his favorite pastime, and the behavior that was given to him by the Fed, by the crofter. Okay, we discussed in the previous video. Actually, due to certain reason, I had to wind up the video before the time. Okay, and there we discuss about the crofter showed 30 kroner to the red trap seller, and that worked as a bait for him. Okay, that he earned by selling the milk from his cow. Let's move forward. The red trap seller did not believe the old man's words that a cow could earn him so much. Therefore, the old man took a leather, and I told her he was overconfident. He felt that the red trap seller seemed to unbelieve on the story that was told by him. That's why he decided to show him money. Old man took a leather pouch which hung on a window and took out 3 notes of 10 kroner, each which were old and crushed. He showed those currency notes to make him believe his worth and kept them back in the and the red trap seller, who had never seen even a single kroner in his life, he was shown 30 kroner there. Okay, now he was tempted towards it. Next morning, both the red trap seller and the crofter woke up early, as the crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow. It was his routine to milk the cow. Even the red trap seller felt that as the owner of the house awakened, obviously, okay, it's a manner कि अगर जिसका जो आपके होस्ट हैं अगर वही उठ जाग चुका है आपको भी जागना जरूरी है. So he also leave the bed. They both came out of the cottage at the same time. The old man locked the door and went to his work. The red trap seller also thanked him and went on his way. इन दोनों अपने अपने रास्ते जो है वो चले जाते हैं. After about half an hour, the red trap seller returned to the cottage and he broke down the window pane where the pouch hung. And what was hanging on the window sill? It was 30 kroner. He took away the money, kept in his pocket and put the pouch back at its place and walked off. और वो पैसे चुराकर वहां से भाग जाता है. Here you can see how thief is running. Thickets means a dense groups of bushes and impenetrable that can't be penetrated, जिसको भेदा नहीं जा सकता, impossible जिससे गुजरा नहीं जा सकता. इन एक ऐसे जंगल में जाके फंस जाएगा that seem to impenetrable for him, जिससे वो निकल नहीं पाएगा. Now he was quite happy. He was so happy that he had money in his pocket. He didn't worry about the hospitality, the trust that was shown on him by the crofter. He shattered his trust. उसने उसके विश्वास को तोड़ दिया. आज के बाद वो कभी भी किसी भी स्ट्रेंजर को अपने घर में रुकने के लिए नहीं कहेगा. He then thought of walking through the forest, as it was unsafe to walk on the highway because he feared being caught. Initially, it was not difficult to walk through the forest, but later on it confusing for him, he forgot his way. उसे डर लग रहा था कहीं उसे पुलिस पकड़ ना ले, तो उसने सोचा कि इसके लिए बेहतर होगा कि वो जंगल के रास्ते जो है यहाँ से भाग निकले. लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली ही फॉरगॉट हिज वे, वो अपना रास्ता भूल गया. He tried hard to walk in the right direction, but in vain, as he found himself at the same place again and again. It seemed to a maze for him. उसे क्या लग रहा था, वो एक बड़ी मेज भूल भुलैया लग रहा था उसे, और हर बार वो एक ही जगह पर फिर से आ सकता था. At this point of time, he started thinking that now he himself was caught in the trap of the world, just like other people. और जैसे वो दूसरों के बारे में सोचा करता था कि कैसे दुनिया जो है इस चूहेदानी फंस जाएगी, वो खुद उस चूहेदानी में फंस गया. He was fooled by the bait of money which he had stolen from the old man's house. The forest seemed like a prison full of trunks and branches. It was like an impossible prison. उसके लिए वो ऐसा कैद खाना बन गया जिससे वो बाहर निकल नहीं सकता. Okay. How did the that trapped Sutter Proctor's trust by stealing his 30 kroner. How he was trapped there? He stole Proctor's money. He feared of being caught by the police, so he decided to go through the forest. But it was a confusing forest. He lost his way and trapped there. वहाँ पे वो फंस जाता है. Some important words: gloom means dark, summoned means gathered, despair, hopelessness, निराशा, thumping, the sound of some heavy object beating stagger, जैसे किसी लोहे को पीटने की आवाज. As it was month of December, it got dark early. As it got dark, his hope of escaping the forest reduced. Obviously, if he was unable to get the way through the jungle in the day, how is it possible for him to go through the jungle by night? The danger to his life has increased as he was in a thick forest and there would be some dangerous animals also. So did his feeling of being hopeless, there was no way left for him. So he sat on the ground and was so tired and terrified that he thought that it was his last moment, soon he would die. It means he succumbed before the destiny. वो किस्मत के सामने घुटने टेक देता है और उसे ऐसा लगता है कि आज इसका ये last day है. He laid his head on the ground, but luckily he heard a very strong regular sound. It was a hard sound that was coming at the regular intervals. He soon realized that these sounds were the sounds of hammer strokes from an iron mill. Okay, it means he heard a sound and that made him realize that there was an iron mill nearby forest. He thought that he could find some people nearby. With his thought, he gathered some strength. He summoned his strength, that is word given there, and walking with great difficulty because he was extremely tired. That was difficult for him to walk toward the direction of the sound. It is he was moving toward the iron mill. Next words are here. Its foes means a shop where metal is heated, जहाँ पे metal को पिघलाया जाता है. Barge, a long plated bottom boat, एक नाव होती है that works as a freight, जो किसी सामान को एक स्थान से दूसरे स्थान पर ले जाती है, especially through river. Scow, a flat bottom boat. It means these are the two types of boat, barge and scow. Shifted, descended lightly or sparsely as if sprinkled from a sea, किसी से light cross होना. Smelter, a machine in which metal is melted, एक ऐसी मशीन जिसमें मेटल को मेल्ट किया जाता है. Rolling mill, machine to roll metal into sheets. Ramajo Iron Works, got this word. Ramajo Iron Works was a large plant which had shut down few years ago. It had smelter, okay, smelter. This is smelter, a machine in which metal is melted to form into shape, जहाँ पे metal को पिघलाया जाता है shape में लाने के लिए. Rolling mill and a forge. Forge means a shop where metal is heated. In summer, long flat bottomed boat carrying the material would come down the canal, which led to a large island lake, or supplying material to mill and in winter, जो सामान को एक दूसरे सामान जगह पर ले जाती थी. The roads turned black because of the coal dust that came along due to transportation of the charcoal crate. Just because of the charcoal, the road seemed to be very black. On long dark evening near Christmas time, the master smith, means Luhar, who worked there in the iron mill, and his helper was sitting in the dark forge which was built near the furnace. वहाँ पे क्या था? फर्निस मीन्स भट्टी के पास जो है, जो आयरन मास्टर स्मिथ था एंड हिज हेल्पर थे वो वहां पर बैठे हुए थे. He was wearing a long shirt and a pair of wooden shoes just to protect them from the hot iron. Both of them were waiting for the pig iron which was put inside the furnace. Pig iron means कच्चा लोहा. It was put inside the furnace fire to be ready to उसे मेल्ट करने के लिए, to put on to anvil. Anvil is a heavy block with a flat top which is used to shape the metals. Okay, जिस पर रखकर लोहे को पीटा जाता है, that is called anvil. They took turns to stir the liquid which was very hot. As they could bear the heat for a few moments, each of them would return sweating profusely. It was extremely hot there. It was winter. It was raining. Still, they were sweated there just because of the melting of iron. Okay, that is the atmosphere of the iron mill. This is the master smith. Bellow air bag that emits a stream, जो एक हवा को छोड़ता है, that is used to blow into the fire. Okay, as you know, blowing pipe जो आप फूकनी बोलते हैं, चूल्हे में वगैरह में उसमें फूक मार कर उसको आग को बढ़ाने के लिए. Shoveled means move, mow means jaw. The mouth of the furnace clatter is a sound of cracking a metal. Whip means beaten with a whip here to hit something. One could hear different types of sounds in the forge. What were the sounds? There was a big bellow which was blowing air in the fire, जो fire में हवा को push कर रही थी with great sound. There was the sound of cracking coal. One could also hear the bang of charcoal, breaking of charcoal, which was being shoveled into by the, obviously, how the fire was produced. The fire was produced with the help of the charcoal. The sounds which were coming from the outside of the mill, these were the waterfall, the high-speed north wind, which hit the raindrops against the brick tiled roof. It is all the atmosphere. It is not, nothing important is there. Simply just it is trying to show the atmosphere of the iron mill. It was due to these different sounds that the blacksmith did not realize that a man had opened the gate of the forge. There was extremely noise. Just because of noise, the blacksmith was unable to notice that a man had entered into the iron mill. Till he came and stood near the furnace. जब तक उसके नजदीक नहीं आ गया. Many homeless people used to get attracted to the lights of the forge, which peeked through the windows panes. जो शीशे से गुजर कर जो लाइट बाहर जा रही है उसको देखकर बहुत सारे लोग वहां पर पहुंचते हैं. Which were covered with the black powder of the burnt coal. They would seek shelter there. They find shelter there. They would warm themselves. Obviously, in the winter season, they used to warm themselves with the help of the burning fire. They used to sit near the fire. अपने को गर्म करने के लिए. As the blacksmiths were accustomed to visitors, he was habitual of such visitors who used to come regularly in the iron mill just to have a shelter. They were indifferent to the man. लेकिन उससे अलग होते थे. He was completely different. They just looked like at him. The rat trap seller's appearance was similar to that of other wanderers. He had a long beard. It will be added in his appearance. He was dirty because he was wearing tattered clothes. He had tangled hair. It seemed he had never bathed in his life, जैसे अपनी जिंदगी कभी नहाया ना हो. And had a bunch of rat traps hanging from his chest. गले में क्या टंगी हुई थी? चूहेदानी उसने टांगी हुई थी. The peddler tried to seek permission from the blacksmith so that he could stay in the forge for a night. He allowed the peddler with an arrogant, just he was giving the permission. He did not behave lovingly, compassionately. He just granted a permission with a proudy manner, just nodding and did not say a single word to him. He did not speak with him. उससे बात भी नहीं की उसने बिल्कुल भी. The peddler also said nothing because he wanted only shelter that he got. That's why he did not say anything to the ironsmith. Because his main aim was to warm himself and sleep, the owner of the Ramzo iron mill in those days was a very ambitious person. Ambitious person, you remember ambitious word that we use for Mukesh also, who used to do something bigger in his life. That is called ambitious person, whose aim was to sell only the finest iron in the market. Therefore, he used to keep a check on the worker both during the night and the day. Owner was on night inspection visit when the peddler entered the. He used to come in the iron mill as a routine every day just to check the work is going on properly or not. The owner of the iron mill. There is a very important word that came in the last time in the examination also, ragamuffin. A person in rags, in bad condition. Unlike the blacksmith, the ironmaster at once noticed the peddler. Obviously, he was the owner of the mill. It was his duty just to observe what was happening there, who was inside the iron mill. When he entered the iron mill, immediately he glanced at the iron at the rat trap seller, who was sitting so close to the furnace that steam was coming out of his torn cloth. He not only went near him but also removed the wonder hat that was bent to the side so that he could see the man's face clearly. To have a proper look of the rat trap seller, he removed his hat from his face. When the iron master took off his peddler's hat, he mistook him as an old acquaintance, means known. जैसे उसने उसे चेहरे को देखा, उसे ऐसे लगा, गलती से उसे ऐसे लगा कि शायद उसके वो कोई जान पहचान का व्यक्ति है. That name's Nils Aloof. Nils Aloof. The peddler did not know him, nor had he seen this man before. But he thought that this man mistook him as an old companion and gave him some money out of pity. लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, पेलर के मन में लालच आ गया कि शायद ये इंसान जो है, ओनर जो है आयरन मिल का, उसे अपना दोस्त समझ रहा है और उससे उसे हेल्प मिल जाएगी और पैसा भी मिल जाएगा. It would be good thing. Therefore, he did not let him know he had mistaken him as Nils Aloof. So why did the rat trap seller tell truth to the owner of the iron mill? Because he felt that he is a rich person and he took him his old companion that would help him to get some money. Okay, it would be good for him. That's why he did not let know he had mistaken him Nils Aloof. So the peddler started a conversation with the iron master by saying that things did not well with him. He told him that life was not going on smoothly with him. To this, the iron master replied that he had made a big mistake by leaving the regiment. It means the iron master, the owner of the iron mill, felt that the rat trap seller was his old friend. They both worked in the regiment and he left his job. He also added that he would have been working the regiment when he resigned. He would not have to let him to do so. Later on, he invited him to his home. और एंड में वो उसे अपने घर के लिए इनवाइट कर लेता. So who mistook the peddler his friend, the owner of the iron mill? He felt that it was his old friend. They both worked in a regiment. Okay, now he was at a bad time in his life. The rat trap seller did not find to be a good idea to visit Ironmaster's place. Obviously, he had stolen 30 kroner. And it seemed to him a wrong idea just to go to the Ironmaster's house. He was frightened. He scared with the idea of visiting the large house of an old soldier, which according to him was not safe. He had stolen money with him. He did not want to put himself in the danger. The question would be, why did he not willing to go? Why was he not willing to go to owner of the iron mill's house? Okay, because he had 30 stolen money in his pocket and he didn't want to put himself in danger. That's why his intention was to sleep in the forge and then go away from without even being noticed. बिना किसी की notice के वहां से भाग जाना चाहता था. The iron master was aware of his friend's miserable condition, so he tried to make him comfortable by saying that he should feel free to come his home, as his home was an ordinary one. उसने उसे force नहीं किया, उसके ऊपर depend करता है कि उसकी मर्जी है वो आए या ना आए. He told him that his wife was no more, उसकी wife गुजर चुकी है. Added that he must be aware of this. Then he let him know that both of his sons were settled in abroad. Only he and his daughter were left at home. One more example of her alienation. First, for a trap seller who has no family, then the crofter, then here is the owner also. He also lost his wife. His both son went to abroad. Now he's living alone with his daughter. He invited him to celebrate Christmas with his family so that he and his daughter may have some good company at the Christmas feast. He was inviting him for a Christmas party. Though the ironmaster made many attempts to invite him, but he was obstinate. He had made up his mind not to go to the ironmaster's blacksmith's house. The peddler did not accept his invitation. At last, he says to the blacksmith, his cousin Strom, that it seemed that Captain von Stele, means peddler, wanted to stay with him in the forge. Okay, underline it. He called him Captain Von Hill to the peddler. That's why he left him there. After a gap of half an hour, the Iron Master sent his daughter, Edla Wilmenson. He hoped that his daughter may bring his friend home, as he believed that she was better in persuading others. This is the next after Peddler important character of the story, the Edla Wilmenson. She was a kind and sympathetic girl. Okay, and she had a great power of persuading मनाना. वो किसी को भी बड़ी आसानी से मना लेती थी, because she used to talk lovingly. She was very pretty also. This is about valet. Valet means a personal attendant, एक नौकर की तरह लगा लो आप. Iron Master's daughter entered the meal with her attendant, who was carrying a big fur coat. Attendant here means valet. She was a humble girl. It will be added in his character, in her character. She was a humble girl who was very shy also. When she entered, everyone was busy the same way as they had been earlier. The blacksmith was still sitting on the bench with his trainage, with his helpers, and was working on the iron. He went up to the peddler and lifted his hand. The peddler slept with one eye open. As soon as he saw her, he got shocked and jumped up. He couldn't believe that such a pretty girl would come into the iron mill. She introduced herself as Edla Wilmenson and was sorry to hear about the hard times that he was facing. It means she showed compassion towards the peddler. She explained to him that she had come to take him home with her father's permission. Edla had sympathy for the peddler. On the other side, there was a quite difference between the character of Edla and her father. Her father was very arrogant and proud. He did not talk so lovingly as Edla talked with the peddler. Edla had sympathy for the peddler. Then she noticed that the reason behind his fear could be that either he had committed robbery or jailbreak. You see, she was very intelligent. She has a great knowledge of different characters. When she saw the red trap seller, she immediately got an idea either the red trap seller had committed a robbery or jailbreak. या तो इसने चोरी की है, वो जेल से भागा है. Adla had sympathy for the Adla was talking to peddler in a very nice way, which made him believe her, and he got ready to go with her. Okay. The peddler wore the fur coat offered by the valet and started following the lady. He did not even bother to notice the other people in the room. On the way of the house, the peddler felt that he had committed a crime. He would be punished for it. और उसको उसके लिए सजा. At this way, he went. Adler will mentions. Okay. So first, in the beginning, we discussed about the time when he used to spend time alone selling the red trap selling. Second part, we also discussed about his time that he spent with the crofter, then he iron mill. Now he had reached Adler will mentions. Okay. Rest of the story we'll discuss in the next part. Okay. Otherwise, it is going to be a big video. Okay. Thank you so much to watch it, and please subscribe my channel and like my videos. Thank you, students.